Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. And we're still here in the quest to do with Run May. There's a second part to it, which actually works out pretty well for me because I was going to split it up into two parts anyway. So it's okay, that works out for us, honestly. I'm very interested to see where the rest of this is going to go. We had a very interesting time last time, and I found it to be one of the most well-presented quests we've ever done, which is saying a lot about this game, being unbelievably well-presented in that way too. We are also going to be looking at the banner really quickly, and I don't know if we'll be doing the trials right now. We might do them at the end, but we can definitely look at the banner now and see what we have on the banner. Wait a second. Okay, so we have, first of all, I just saw something. We have Hylas's, which is a very, very pretty character, but we have freaking Kafka. Freaking Kafka on the banner. Is that Blade holding up an umbrella? We have Kafka on the freaking banner. Holy freaking hell. And there's the light cones as well. Oh my god. I don't have enough wishes right now, but we're gonna be building stuff up over the next while. Right? Let's just do one wish just for the fun of it. Why not? We have Kafka on the freaking banner, which is so crazy. Very, very cool. Obviously, it's one of those situations where I probably, for looking at the banner here, I could probably do every trial except for this character as usual. This is a really pretty character as well, by the way. The outfit is really cool. The color coding is really cool. Very water-based in some ways too. Kafka, one of the most interesting characters in the entire game. We have Arlen, Asta, and Hook here as well. I'll have to check if I can look at the character itself. I know I can, someone said I can look at the banner. My god, look at her. The most, I think at this point, probably one of the most important characters in the entire game. She's so cool. The outfit's so cool. She's so cool. She's so neat. She's so cool. She's so cool. Honestly, we have we have a guaranteed Kafka, pretty much. If I log into this game every single day, I have a guaranteed Kafka because the gems you can get in this game are absolutely insane. Ireland's just hanging out here. I'm worried this might be a quest, but let's go back here. Yeah, we have a guaranteed Kafka then. We're gonna have Kafka. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Find somewhere to put my
Ruben May messaging us as well. I probably have so many messages. Again, I let them build up by accident. But that's the thing. I usually then always take a chance to read all of them at once, and it's really fun. Argenti messages, Hanya messages, Luca messages. These are some of our favorite people. We have to look at these texts as soon as possible. Maybe we'll do it at the end as well. We'll see. Yeah, let's go back here. Is Asa not here? I'll let her know. New message? It's a group chat? Welcome, new friend. What an honor to see you. Looks like my importance in this chat is downgraded by 1. It looks like my importance in the chat is downgraded by 1. The ID here looks familiar. Say, oh, is that the ones who knew the stuff about Asta? Before in the previous quests? Your ID, okay, we usually have to wait for them to do this now. Yep. Say your ID, Rich Know It seems familiar. Are you perhaps related to Richard Know-It-All? So you know of the handle I used before the account got nuked. It looks like you're chronically online. Okay, let's get back to the topic. How do we deal with the situation? Accountability. Accountability must be held. What accountability? Yeah. Take ultimate to the face is brilliant, by the way. So you still don't know? What the hell's this? What is this?
Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans.
Hans?
This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station.
What?
Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Did not expect this. But again, the presentation of this, by the way. I talked about the presentation of this mission already.
Evening, Madame Herta fans. This
an actual news report?
The great Madame Herta, member 83
they don't know
of
where
the
she
Genius
is?
Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are
Crazy
unknown,
stuff.
with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
So, Heritors are, I believe, the name of her fans. Like, I was not expecting a news report about her to gone missing. Like, what the hell? Someone attacked her? Just look at this. They're walking all over. It's possibly assaulting Madame Herta at this rate. Yeah, right. The management of the space station is for real so crappy. The Legion's incident aside, how could they allow Madame Herta to be attacked on her own turf? Just what's going on? Yeah, that's crazy though, right? I really hate these imbecile pests who sit on high places do nothing. But when it all said and done, after the Legion crisis, the space station has done a good job in revitalizing and rebuilding. You got a good point. They did a fantastic job. Those two are two different kettles of fish. Besides, they were never that come to begin with. Aren't you jumping ahead? Well, the way I see it, though, is I don't think Herta would let, like, a massive amount of security be around her, right? Right? Isn't the main focus Herta's safety? Yeah, 100%. Let's not poke our nose into other people's business. Isn't that astage? Oh, come on. Our job is to sit here and judge the quality of their work. As for how things are done, that's worth... Okay, come on. You show us bizarre reasoning, but you're spitting facts here. You're absolutely right, bro. You spoke my mind. Let us do something about it, then. I'm so willing to do something about it. Comrades, waters of gold. To rid ourselves all imbecile... Well, what the hell are you talking about? Come on. Pests? Pests? When people start talking about humans as pests... That's when I get, like, kind of worried about those people. I'm like, okay, there's something wrong with these people. No, like, the stuff I hear with Herta... First of all, as I said, the way this is presented so far has been absolutely insanely cool. Like, it's like the whole, this whole mission in general, but, like, that news report and stuff like this. But the way they're describing, like, oh, they let this happen. I don't think Herta's the type to allow a security detail, like, to be around her at all times. She's a tough person herself. You know what I mean? She is incredibly tough herself. I don't know, man. I don't think she's the type to allow this. And there's security here, right? Just whatever happened here, and it's obviously like we have to worry about Herta's safety. And it is interesting, right? I do agree with them in the sense where like it's not their job to like look after the safety of this place. If it's not their job, it's not their job 110%. But like to judge Asta and everyone else about the management of this place, you know what I mean? When like 100%, like when the Legion attacked, they rebuilt this place in such quick fashion. Yeah, it's still pretty damaged. It's still in Space Legion here, but still, they're doing the best they can at this stage. Honestly. Whoa. What the hell?
Mr. Schoolum, this was a premeditated attack.
Schoolum.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies
Why are we sitting in this
still
chair?
unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely
Oh
why
my god, it
we need her.
is! It's Dr. Ratio! Oh
The
my
last to
freaking
lay
god!
eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
No freaking way! He took off the alabaster head.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligence.
Oh my
A
god.
delegate from the IPC.
She's only just woken up, dazed.
There's the head, the alabaster head again.
A few pointers.
It's such a unique character detail, isn't it?
Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
I do remember you. Of course you do. You're the one who I met right before fighting that gigantic monster, the clone.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it.
So he was
all
talking
to
about as he said like we're the last people to see a puppet. Is that what he said? We're the last people to see Herta.
Hold on, baby gangsta.
So what's happening here?
Probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown.
It's crazy that someone would do this
We don't
here.
know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
Like, right, when you think about it, someone to attack Herta's puppet on the station is crazy. Where's Herta now? We have to worry about her safety, right?
She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to.
That's
trouble
what I was
her
talking about
much.
to those guys in the group chat. She doesn't give a crap.
She received an
About
invitation
security.
from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Oh.
Ah, the technology.
Look at this guy.
department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does
Stunning.
possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot.
Oh, the voice acting.
Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them.
Jesus. Yeah, like I was like I recognized the outfit last time. Then I went away and looked at the edit, and I was kind of like, okay, it's probably Dr. Ratio, because I was thinking, I was like, who is this? And it took me a while. And I'm not gonna be lying, be like, I looked at the edit once and went like, oh, it's Dr. Ratio. It was like this thing where I was like, who is that? It's like, oh, and I remember, I think it was like the gold trimmings on the outfit and all this stuff, and like the arm and all this stuff like being exposed. Something about that just made me go like, okay, that's Dr. Ratio. He has gorgeous hair. Seeing someone on a banner is so different to seeing them in like an in-game. Gorgeous hair. There's music here as well, by the way. So like, by the way, calling like, he's using words that are very like demeaning in a way, like charming little place. Talking about like semblances of competence. You know, they haven't met the full evolution yet.
They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing.
Okay.
I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources.
He's very confident in his brain, right? 110% confident in his intelligence.
However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing.
I just thought like, I generally thought that the reason...
Delightful little puzzle.
Yeah, I generally thought that the reason she'd be like kind of aloof to this is because, again, I said like, maybe I'm wrong, but like, I do think she's the type of person that like would be like a little bit calm and doesn't need a security detail and all this stuff as well. This character's stunning, right? Like, look at this hairstyle even. And the way it's like, look at the middle part is like flopping a little bit every time he breathes. Like, it's actually like such a good style here. It's just what he's saying is very, very like, you know, weird.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me.
To debate the... Oh, so he's like talking about like we shouldn't even talk about like how good these mere mortals are, well, because I'm so smart. Yeah, what he is like, he is ultra confident in his intelligence. 100%. But he's also like a big emphasis on time, right? He said this to us earlier as well. That's why he only talked to us very quickly, because he was like, that should be enough, right? That should be enough.
Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that?
Even the way he said you was dismissive. Probably running errands for Herta, listening to Asta complain, walking the dog with Arlen. I said probably running errands, I'll say. I don't know.
Don't play the fool. Think.
Don't, what you do? You are pretty, okay? Don't ruin this thing we got going, okay? Don't ruin it. We got this good thing going. You're pretty. I think you're pretty. What a combination.
I think I was...
What a combo. Is it because we forgot what happened with, Oh, we're actually it's gonna show us, okay.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you?
Oh yeah, before we go any further, I do want to say that, like, I don't sense any malice at all from, like, Dr. Ratio, you know what I mean? And, like, obviously, like, some characters are going to be more, like, sharp and curt and snarky than other characters. It doesn't mean we're going to hate them or dislike them. It's going to happen every once in a while. We're going to have characters that, like, are a little bit different. From his old, like, you know, viewpoint, it seems like, you know, and I guess, like, you know, for what we could tell, you know, with the introduction scene that he had him playing chess himself, he is, like, somewhat of a genius himself. And the way they portray geniuses in this game sometimes is that, like, they might be, like, really smart and all this stuff, but they're not always, like, socially amazing, you know what I mean? But I don't sense any malice from this character.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't.
Oh my god, why is everything terrifying in this game? It's alive, but it doesn't have a body.
Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
And we don't even know what it is. We can't remember it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
If only there were some hints. Then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
So we have to
My
go ask
memory is
Asta.
kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
It's so interesting that they're telling it through this way as well, by the way.
Herta mentioned Asta. That's right. I think I visited Asta.
Like, what a great way to show a lack of memories by, like, having us, like, hazily go through our memories, right?
This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the details. Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
This would be very frustrating. Not being able to remember something that is on the tip of your, like, is in the back of your mind. It's very frustrating. Have you ever, like, even, like, looked up something, like, or, like, you know that slight frustration of being, like, I can't remember the celebrity's name? Like, before we had, like, phones, because we could look it up right away. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, imagine that frustration times a million. You know? Is this gonna be a memory mechanic?
Curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind.
It's okay, Asta.
Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea?
We went to the guys in the ecology place before, right?
Hinkle and are around here somewhere.
Oh my god, the little...
I'd suggest you ask them about
the
it.
fragmented memories.
Asta seems to have mentioned 2 names. 2 researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
I guess we just have to go and do that now as well. I like that it's kind of like in this weird, like, kind of like sepia tone as well. Is it over here we have to go? Over here? Oh, it's just that you're here. Okay, here's Hinkle. We've talked to Hinkle before, right?
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online.
Who is that?
Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me.
There's a guy called Dr. Ratio in this game, so I'm imagining that he does ratio people all the time. Ask for clues about the lost curio.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx?
A jinx?
Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos?
Wubbaboos. Isn't that what was that Argenti thought he was talking to? Whoa, that doesn't sound right.
Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios.
Love the voice acting, by the way.
Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him all day.
Okay. So not only do I have to find a curio, I have to find a person too.
I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting. We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce.
Oh, really? Is that what you're talking about with the stuff they're writing online?
People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here.
Ah.
It's probably turned into a big headache for us.
And we saw that with the group chat, right? So once again with Honkai Star Rail, even the smallest thing becomes a bigger thing, right? And that's like, you have to realize that. It's like they don't leave something on the floor in this, it's one of those things where it's like, it's... that's why, like, sometimes people could say, like, I read too much into something or something like that, but I don't think anyone ever says that in this audience, really. Like, maybe passerbys every once in a while, but, like, I think that, like, in Honkai especially, I think reading into something, like, heavily is actually, like, probably what they want you to do, even if it's, like, the smallest thing, because it will probably come back later as something bigger.
Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him.
Okay. So explore your new memories and obtain crucial clues to form the cognitive chasms through your conduction key conversation with characters. Collect enough cognitive chasms to extrapolate yourself. Memory sorting will record updated real time the vague information you recall as you explore your memories, helping you reconstruct events. This is kind of fun, right? So we have to, like, explore different memories.
It was at...
So they all come here. Fantastic. So Herta assigned me to a certain lost curio that was a very abstract has very abstract traits. It seems that I may need Asta's help. I found Asta, but she didn't seem to know much about it. Fortunately, Hinkle of the Department of Ecology and someone from the Department of Insight are nearby, which is more or less a clue. Hinkle is troubled by the confidence crisis within the space station. We had a brief chat and speculated that Herta is looking for the Wubbaboo, but this isn't certain yet. In the end, Hinkle recommended to look for Adler. Apparently, he is the person who knows most about the Curios in the Department of Ecology. You know what's crazy about the lack of confidence? Like, whilst like I have a lot of confidence in the people at the space station because of how we dealt with the situation here, I think it's totally normal and actually a very good story to have like a bunch of people be distrustful and think that they're you know, it's not very good what's happening. You know, I think it's so normal. I think it's one of those things all the time where like, you know, I think we go, no, I have trust in the space station in somewhat, you know what I mean, and everyone else doesn't. Like you can easily go like, oh, they're stupid or whatever like that. But like if you look at it from their perspective, you know, what they're thinking is, we just got attacked and nearly died, right? And they're wondering if management is going to be able to handle that again. And now the stuff that happened to Herta, it's like, well, Herta's puppet got attacked on the station and nothing's being done. Like you can understand it from their perspective why they would be kind of like, oh, that this is a bit strange.
Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of incident.
Incident scares me, by the way. Like the word incident.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could you
let him?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
What are you people up to?
We're walking the dog.
You're walking the dog?
We're having a walk.
Okay, that's cool. Can you get your story straight? We're having a walk, we're walking the dog.
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding
Arlen, don't be hiding stuff from Stell.
Is there something?
If there's one person who can help, it's Stell. I'm looking for Adler.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too.
Great.
That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own.
Aren't you supposed to be walking the dog? The scene of what? Is he in danger?
No danger. Of course he's not in danger.
Then there's no issue then, right?
Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Stell's the one person you should say this to. I genuinely think so.
Can you leave the talking to me next time?
Is there a problem?
Let's walk and talk.
I understand that Arlen, like...
why are you looking for Adler?
Just like everyone else, they want to,
A lost
I'll say after this.
I see. He'll be able to help.
Lovely. But as I said, like, just, like, as I was saying, the, like, the reason I say you should tell Stell is because Stell is like a problem solver in this place. You know what I mean? You should definitely tell Stell. I love the environments here so much. But also, it's not only that, it's like, because it totally makes sense why they're trying to keep things to themselves, right? Like, it totally makes sense.
The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
You know what I mean? It makes perfect sense why they would want to... oh my god, this is one of the areas from the start of the game, right? Whoa! Is that Adler?
Over there! As I thought, he's in
They said it was a kid, right?
Powerful enemy. Time to check. Lend me your strength.
Let's go with our damage boost as well.
Step out of it.
Let's go for a little bit of a break, I guess.
Nothing major.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Yeah, build it up again here as well. I mean, just
storm.
giving everyone a buff is not a bad
To
idea,
guard
especially
and
since we have like two
Crush
potential
them.
damage dealers on the team, you know? And now we have a buff as well. Lovely stuff. She's actually very powerful when she gets that buff.
Are you okay?
Oh my god, Arlen, the way he says it. He's so cute. Are you really the one who knows most about the Curios?
That's me. What's
Wow,
up?
Baby Johnson.
She wants to ask you something about Curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later. So, which curio do you want to know about?
We have to describe it, right?
That's All you got? Too abstract.
There's multiple things like that? That's all Herta said.
Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I
suppose.
guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
She said it might be a woobaboo?
Huh. She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I heard something like that also exists in the... Man, that has to be frustrating. We don't even know what we said. You know what I mean? And now my controller is disconnected. Oh my god. What a day. What a day to have your controller disconnected. What a day. I blame society.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but what was the information I forgot? And from
It has to be
whom?
so frustrating, right? It's so frustrating. Due to the presence of hazy memories, some content will appear as that in conversations as you explore your memories. Use the cognition chasm. Using cognition chasm has a chance to restoring the relevant hazy memories.
Let's go over it from the start. I
Sorry.
may have overlooked something. Oh, right. Asta mentioned another name.
So we got this far, right? I ran to Adler on my way to find Adler. He seemed to be looking for Adler too. So I decided to go with him. Adler was saved by us when he was attacked. I stated our purpose, and he seemed to have an epiphany from my words. I think I understood something from the words of someone Asta mentioned before. So we have to go back maybe and talk to Asta, right? And try to maybe figure that out.
My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to remember the other person
Right.
Asta mentioned.
Very interesting quest mechanically, right? 100%. Very interesting quest.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind.
But maybe now that we know a bit more, she might be able to say the name now. Is that how it works? Oh, it's actually going to be like an actual mechanic. Okay. There we go. What about this? You recall more missing memories.
How's it going? Did you find the information you're after?
I haven't made any progress yet.
I see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a
So we
lead.
still don't have the extra name here?
See? My researchers are pretty outstanding.
I mean, I don't doubt that. I heard you're in a bit of trouble.
Just business as usual. Nothing to worry about. After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts.
And this makes sense. This makes perfect sense. The fear.
Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion.
And again, we said that even though, like, obviously, like, I trust Asta, this makes sense why people would be like this, because, again, people are terrified.
Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled
Yeah,
them again.
100%. And again, it's one of those things where, like, we could, like, say to them, like, hey, everything's cool, buddy. Don't worry about it, right? But, like, I'm playing a game called Last Defense Academy right now as well, right? On the channel. And that's one of the things we talk about all the time is about how, like, I think as, like, video game fans and as enjoyers of art and stories, sometimes we question people's actions, like, why would they not trust Asta, you know, all this stuff, because we love Asta, you know what I mean? And like, it's also like the thing where it's like, why would you like say this, why would you be rude in this situation, why would you say this, why would you do that? But then if you look at like the way humans act in real life, right, it just makes sense that they would have like people just not trust the space station anymore. They'd be terrified something else is going to happen, you know? To me it makes sense. I don't agree with it, like, personally, because we're like personally like, oh, I can trust Asta. But also then we're also people that have like explored vast places in the universe already. Well, 2 regions, but you know what I mean? And destroyed many things and fought many creatures.
Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days.
So it's
No
not just
exit logs, no traces.
I thought they were talking about like the idea of Asta, of Herta, but it's actually actual researchers.
People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate.
Right, and if people found out there was a secret report, then they're going to think there's something terribly wrong.
However, as you can
Yes.
see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can
Great
like
analogy.
this.
Honestly, great analogy.
Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public
She
opinion.
sounds very sad about this, right? You can hear her shakiness in her voice.
Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances.
Do you need my help?
That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Herta with
Everyone's just
something
like, it's okay, don't worry about it. It's like, no, like, let's still help. This could be solved.
Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight.
Again.
The other person should be from the Department of
Right.
Insight. I need to remember who it is.
As I said, this would be majorly frustrating, trying to remember this stuff, right? But I do love mechanically how this is, right? Like how we're finding out one thing to find out another thing. We talk to another person to get some more information on this stuff. And it does feel like it is like a little bit like an adventure game almost. Like it's almost like, one of my favorite games of all time is Shenmue, right? I love Shenmue to death, and I love Shenmue as a gameplay thing because you literally have to go like, if you want to find something, you have to go into like, you'll talk to someone in the street and be like, what happened with the guy in the black van? And they'll be like, I heard that the guy who works at the hair salon has, knows people that have or he saw the people in the black van. Do you know which hair salon it is? No, I just heard in the paper there was a guy from the hair salon. You have to go to 4 different hair salons, talk to 4 different people. Like this, like it's that type of like, talk to people, get more information. Talk to another person, get more information. I love that type of mechanic. It's really fun.
The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is.
Explore the related memory. Herta's assignment.
Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Well, over here. Well. Let's talk.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good.
What's happening here?
Here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to connect straight to the internet.
Someone talks to me like this, I'm like, already creeped out.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
Like the tone of what he's saying this and like the inflections.
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Here too. My memories are just
Okay, thank God.
jumbled mess of
Because I
words.
thought, I was like, I don't really understand. And I was like, wait, what's happening here? No, it's actually a jumbled mess of words. Okay, thank God.
Did my memory piece together irrelevant
Because it seemed like it was like,
information?
it didn't seem like a connected conversation. Restored a muddled memory?
Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone.
Perfect, okay. Like, legitimately, that's like I was like for a second there, I was like, wait, am I just like very dumb? Like, this doesn't seem connected at all.
What did Emily say?
Asta Troubles, we're going back here as well. Hello, Asta, how are you? How are you doing, Asta? You doing good? Hi, Emily.
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady. I'm not that wonderful.
Whoa.
Just okay.
Wait, so we connected the conversation we heard with the 2 separate conversations together, basically.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight. Sure. Can I help you with something? See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can... Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Sorry if I can interrupt.
Oh, another smart-looking
Hell yeah.
youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cianjo Alliance has life forms like that.
Oh, so the Cianjo.
Don't get me wrong. I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you.
No, it...
The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking.
Here's the thing. I understand though. Again, we understand why the atmosphere is so strange. If anyone is mean to you, just let me know. Because there's no need for that.
The Cianjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
So we have to go talk to Adler?
The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too. Now I should be able to tie everything together.
Lovely. So we read through, so Herta, okay, we read through this. Okay. Herta assigned me to find a certain lost curio that that has very abstract traits. It seems that I may need Asta's help. I found Asta, but she didn't seem to know much about it either. Fortunately, Hinkle of the Department of Ecology and Emily of the Department of Insight are nearby, which is more or less a clue. Hinkle is troubled by the confidence crisis within the space station, and Asta must be under considerable pressure. We had a brief chat, and she speculated that what Herta is looking for is a Woobaboo. But this isn't certain yet. In the end, Hinkle recommended me to look for Adler. Apparently, he is the person who knows the most about curios in the Department of Ecology. In addition to Hinkle from the Department of Ecology, I also asked Emily from the Department of Insight for clues about the missing curio. She told me that it said that there's similar life forms on the Cianjo Alliance. The confidence crisis Hinkle mentioned concerned me a little. Asta and I chatted about this topic, and I unexpectedly learned that there has been a series of researchers that disappeared on the space station recently. I ran to Arlen on my way to the Adler, and he seemed to be looking for Adler too, so I decided to go with him. Adler was saved by us when he was attacked, so this is all in order now. I stated on purpose, our purpose, and he seemed to have an epiphany on my words. This should have something to do with the life forms bearing similarities to the Cianjo Alliance mentioned by Emily from the Department of Insight. Arlen was secretly investigating something, so after saving Adler, I tried to get to the bottom of it, but he seemed to be hiding something. I guess this has something to do with the missing researchers that Asta mentioned before. Let's go.
The Cianjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
Explore the related Yep, I love this. This is really cool mechanically. Alright, stick him up. You're going to jail for some reason.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About...
Just as I thought. I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Can we unjumble it again? Yes, we can. Okay, great. It's related to researchers' disappearances, right?
I'm sorry. The situation is very...
There it is. Okay, about the researchers' disappearances? We've been talking to people.
I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was...
And of course he's going to try and help Asta. Have you found anything?
I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. Okay. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with
Interesting. That's like, that's a really cool, that'd be really cool, like, detective, like, story or novel or comic, right? Like, every time someone goes missing, there's a fire.
The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. Spontaneous combustion?
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
I said it might be a woo-woo. So this is the same conversation we had before. I heard something like this also exists, and we have to unjumble it. There we go. It might be, yes, this.
She's not.
I heard something like that also exists on the Zansho Alliance.
Ah, that's right. They're called.
Oh, it's of
I
course.
guess you could say that Wababoos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types.
I wouldn't even have like thought of a Heliobi because I guess I just like, you know, didn't even like make the connection there.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Such an interesting way they're doing this.
Combustion of the human body. That is most likely
Terrifying.
the truth. Let me remember my initial conversation with Herta.
And now we're going back once again. I think mechanically this is amazing.
I need to go over it from the start. Starting with the conversation I had
Yeah.
with Herta.
Yeah, I'm so impressed. Mechanically, I'm so impressed.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive,
But now we know it's a Heliobi, right?
Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I
So we'll have to
can't
unscramble
remember.
it again.
If only there were some hints, then maybe.
Let's go. So this one?
Let me
Love the
describe
music
it again
here.
in case you forgot. It's an energy
There it
life
is.
form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you
So we have to find a Heliobi? Energy life form?
That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help
Asta.
you.
Go out, Asta, she says. Here we go. So we have all this stuff. Herta assigned me to find a certain lost curio, which is the kind of energy life form related to the Genius Society. It seems I may need Asta's help. I found Asta, but she didn't need to know much about it either. Fortunately, Hinkle of the Department of Ecology and Emily, the Department of Insight, are nearby, which is more or less a clue. Hinkle is troubled by the confidence crisis, as we saw this before as well. In addition to Hinkle from the Department of Ecology, I also asked Emily. They told me that apparently there's a similar life form on the show. They talk about the series of researchers to disappearances. When we're talking to Asta, that we ran into. We don't need to read this all over again every single. We might read it once again at the end. But I ran into Ireland on my way to find Adler. They were looking about this, and they were talking about the when we saved Adler, we found out not only about like the spontaneous combustions and everything as well. I don't have to have that here. There it is. Okay, and we found out that it might it's like Heliobi is what we could be talking about as well. Yeah. Okay. They're both energy life forms, I guess. And Ireland was talking about something investigating disappearances, and I guess like they were talking about how like every time someone disappeared, there was like a fire. I did some poking around, and sure enough, they was investigating the disappearance of researchers that Asta mentioned before. With Adler's help, he discovered that every disappearance was accompanied by an instance of spontaneous human combustion. Her assignment to investigate life forms similar to Waboos and Heliobi. The spontaneous human combustion occurring among the researchers is a thorny problem. However, Adler already seems to have a bold conjecture. His intuition is usually very accurate, and we can look forward to how predictions play out. Yeah, that's good. So I'm guessing like people were a Heliobi was combusting people. Oh my god, we're back here again.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable
Thank you.
tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly
Okay.
are.
Okay.
So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating
I mean, can we say everyone we talked to, right? Herta, Asta, or Skrullum? Asta, right?
A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay
So you're talking about
hardly counts
Herta?
as compelling evidence.
But is Herta even
now,
here?
does it?
Affirmation.
Yeah, but I thought Herta. Well, I guess we can ask Herta. I was just thinking Herta wasn't here. That's all.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours.
Oh god, he's so
As it
snarky.
stands,
He's so
not a
snarky.
single soul can corroborate her story.
We do like snarky characters, but we're just gonna have to see how we feel about Dr. Ratio as things go forward.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived
Oh, here we
bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than
Okay,
belief.
so you're saying that like I just always like I don't naturally believe people already. I can't get over how gorgeous the hair is.
It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth.
Okay, so he's saying that even if he's doing this from a negative perspective, it's still valid.
If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers.
I mean, I know Stella's innocent. I know she is. It's Stell, you know? Wait, oh my god, we're doing this?
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
Yes. Yes.
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Yes.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles.
Oh my god, baubles.
And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
So we have to defend that point. I think it's good to go through them all here. So we have to maybe defend or recall.
That doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection.
Sorry.
Based on and the assignment involves Herta's collection, an endless trove of trinkets and baubles, and yet she singles out one nameless ordinary curio. It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
If we defend...
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio...
No, okay, okay, I forgot about this, okay.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Wait, did we get that right?
Herta's collection. An endless trove of...
Because I was thinking of doing the human combustion stuff.
I remember now. Back then...
No?
That's enough pretending.
What? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this.
An endless trove of trinkets and baubles, and yet she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
Is this it?
The curio
okay.
is the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to
right,
the Genius
my original point was I
Society.
thinking that she was doing it because of like what happened with the combustion stuff, but I guess it's this. Okay, that's fine. I'm never really good at this stuff.
Curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Right, and like people might say, well, Calvin, like I think you're good at Ace Attorney. I think we do fine at Ace Attorney too, but I feel like with Ace Attorney you have a build up of like a case over like 10 hours sometimes. It's very different, you know what I mean? You have it in your mind for it's all you're thinking about in that game for like the longest time, you know?
Yes, that seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Yeah?
However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I think defending this point...
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
He's gonna cut her off?
I'm asking her, Lady Asta.
Well, Asta's my lawyer.
Your testimony went out the window the second you started being secretive.
Whoa.
However...
So she's not gonna give a testimony?
She decided to hold her tongue until now?
Because we know it's because of the stuff that was happening with the confidence crisis.
I remember now.
No, I was thinking...
That's enough pretend. However.
Come on.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
I thought it was the confidence crisis. Maybe it's this one we have to do? Yeah, it is. Okay, it is the confidence crisis, just the wrong one. Okay.
Of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion.
I love when we did this during the event with the hustle and bustle, right?
Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Exactly, 100%.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone.
And so he's talking about the guild, right? So is that like... So he's saying they're like impartial in terms of the station. Okay. Okay.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
I know, the way you said cut the act made me think it was an act.
Correction. There may be a correlation.
Thank you, Screwlum.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility. Clearly, though.
So no
it
connection.
Bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
Is this the combustion?
No.
Yes.
If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
Yeah, okay. We're getting better at
The
this.
location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances.
The fire, right?
The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Which is scary.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
So how does that work then?
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked,
okay,
then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
There's a lot here. Okay, I guess the question ends. That's fine.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
So we're saying that the disappearance of Herta and the attack on Herta is linked to the disappearance of the researchers as well, is what we're saying. If there's a fire suppression record matches it.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
Something happened? Or it's just a message. She's here, she's here. Who? The big shot. Wait, she's back? Oh my god. Wait, what?
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent
broadcast. Oh my god, what are you
broadcast.
talking about?
News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed
Annihilation
responsibility
Gang.
for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
So someone's taking...
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world.
Jesus, what the hell?
They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction.
What am I looking at here?
Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds.
This is a...
Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance.
Look at what I'm looking at here. It will find you. Look at this image. What the hell is this? This is a crazy quest. This is a crazy quest.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
Like, look, like the insert here is so scary.
The skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses.
So the gods have abandoned the world.
Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight.
So these guys follow the nuke then. That's what they follow.
Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then.
Look at
Flee
this.
as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find
Like, that's so scary. That is so scary. What the hell? What the hell is that? Dr. Ratio, what is that?
A declaration of war and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you.
Me in particular?
The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
Like, we know that, like, at some point we will have to fight the nuke, right? We know this is on the cards. It's on the horizon. It's not on the horizon, but it's on the stars, right? It's written in the stars. But if Dr. Ratio's saying us, or is he saying you as in, like, the whole station? You know? The Annihilation Gang. Like, what, the followers of the nuke, basically?
This Duke Inferno,
Ifrit
is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior.
Oh my god.
But the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
Wait, so what Skrullum is saying is that, like, okay, so first of all, Ifrit, which is the name of, I just know the name of the god from, like, Final Fantasy and stuff like that, right? But he comes from a world destroyed. His race is a race of ever-burning fire demons. And they look at Nanook as their emperor and savior, but Nanook has never given them even, like, the time of day, as most Eons don't, right?
A group of pitiful...
Oh my god.
lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase.
Wait, what? The value of the Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child. So he just sees them as, like, bold children, basically? Like, bold children who, like, are slightly annoying or, like, do something that's, like, slightly invasive?
The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items.
This is...
Ifrit is particularly
so crazy.
evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation.
So they're both part of the Annihilation Gang, but, like, Ifrit is so evil that even people within the gang, like, they have rivals within the gang as well. What a... This to me is crazy.
Japella Brotherhood. I've heard that name somewhere.
I feel like I've heard the name Annihilation Gang before. Maybe it's just I've heard, like, Annihilation a lot as well, you know what I mean?
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence?
So they're saying it's connected to, like, what Ifrit just wanted, because if Japella crumbled and Ifrit has more power now, then it makes sense that it would be connected?
Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding
So second
fault in
nature.
everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that...
So Dr. Ratio's basically saying that, like, them going around just setting fire to people and the spontaneous combustion stuff and all this stuff is the same as, like, anyone's other actions. Like, you know, for Dr. Ratio, it's finding fault and everything. Like, he picks stuff apart, right? But for, like, say, like, Stell will be, like, looking through... I know this is, like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but, like, Stell, like, looking through, like, the trash, or, like, for, like, me... I don't know, something normal you do every day, right? It's something you do every single day. Just something that you wouldn't even think about.
That video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
So they put a target on this station.
The destruction of trust.
Interesting to talk about that. Yeah, because at this point then it's like that they have no confidence in the space station then, right?
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here.
This is, I shouldn't say incredible because it's actually terrifying, this type of thing, right? But, like, the way that, again, the presentation of this quest is incredible, right? Through these videos, through these news reports, but also now, like, they built up this idea of a lack of trust and also these spontaneous combustions and, like, these disappearances. And now we have, like, I guess, like, a name to a situation, I guess, like, as someone to blame. And it doesn't feel like we're, like, a step ahead. It feels kind of scary.
You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You. Come with me.
Whatever you need. Whatever you need.
You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue.
Because if people are already distrusting, this is going to set people off like crazy. 110%. Like, what a freaking... Again, I talk about, like, the, presentation of a quest, right? And what I really mean by that is, like, there's, like, such a great, like, directing of this quest. And that's... By the way, that says a lot because we've had so many quests in this game that have such good... And this is a Honkai Star Rail thing. So many great angles, so many great shots. But I'm so in love with, like, the horror and the terrifying aspect of this quest. Like, I feel like it is, like, a horror-based quest. It's really, really cool. And I feel like that's what's such a strength of Honkai Star Rail as well. The fact that, like, in one quest I can feel absolutely terrified. I think that the way they do, like, the directing is such, like, a scary thing with lighting, with these news reports. Like, everything is built up to be really, really scary. And then at the same time, like, I can play a quest like the Yukon quest, for example. I know it's a different quest. That's a companion quest from versus a continuance quest. But then, like, I feel like these, like, big emotions and this very somber, melancholic feeling. There's, like, such, like, a vast array of emotions and presentations in this game that, like, it just keeps you on your toes all the time. It's always exciting. It's always, like, amazing. Like, this is crazy.
This Duke Inferno
Inferno
is a life form that hails from Fetora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
So, okay, they're gonna probably say stuff that they said before as well. That's like something that, like, this game does fanatical stuff so well, right? Because that happens all the time. It's like people who are, like, devoted to any god in real life to the point that, like, they're, like, doing horrible stuff to someone or something like that, right? It's like, but their god has never talked to them, The god has never. But in this world, like gods can give you, like, a message if they wanted to, right? Nanook does not see these guys as anything but just a small, like, little thing, right? But to them, they are following Nanook in this, like, very grand and terrifying way. It's crazy stuff happening here. Like, I just, like, I don't know. I'll look a little, peppy. Crazy stuff.
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
Thank you so much, Arlen. This is... My mind is blown by this as well. And look, we even see his arm again. Look at this. In, Dr. Ratio's arm.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
Scrollum said that they were just, like, doing stuff kind of like it's second nature almost.
A list of the missing researchers.
Oh my god.
And their details.
Again, we said he's, like, a snarky character, right? He, like, 100%, like, right away is just, like, not arguing, just being very forceful with this. Which, by the way, I don't want anyone ever to be rude to Arlen.
Okay.
Arlen's just like, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. That depends on your friend.
Like I said, it's Pamela? It's been a while. Isn't that the one who's the gossip lady? Usually, as usual, one pick of Himiko for one piece of gossip. Quid pro quo. Can I put it on my tab? Only for you, 20% interest for every 5 trades. You give me one more pick. So very like you. Now it's settled, go ahead and tell me what you need. Can I say as well, by the way, like I said, I don't like anyone ever be, like, even slightly rude to the characters I love, right? In this situation, and maybe you guys might, like, agree with me or disagree with me. It's the same, again, I'm playing other games in the channel. There's this character in another game who at the time was, like, very rude and very forceful and all this stuff and things like this. And genuinely, like, one of the things, like, I felt like in the moment of crisis and a terrifying crisis, sometimes you need someone to be just, like, extra, like, non-caring about, like, little things sometimes to just push through everything. And again, like I said, I don't want anyone to even be like slightly snarky with the characters I like, right? But I think in like these situations where there's like a really big dire thing happening and it's like potentially people could die, like some horrible stuff can happen. Having someone that's kind of like almost powering through stuff, like with the same with a lot of intelligence as well, but like powering through stuff and not taking like this, you know, like it. You get what I'm saying. Sometimes like you kind of need someone to be extra, just like, I'm not hearing this. We're doing this now. Whether you like it or not, we're doing this. You know. I don't know, when it comes to like very terrifying situations. I hope that makes sense what I'm saying. The disappearance has been a hot topic and the news is tightly controlled. Even I don't have a complete list. You're upset at management too? Why would I be? I'm just a small fry. I take any chance I can to slack off whenever I can. Those who love gossiping about higher ups just don't have enough things to do in their lives. It's the same people who randomly create their own expectations and then get disappointed when those aren't met. Nothing will good will come for hanging out with them. You sure are enlightened. I think Pablo's talking about the people that like will that build up expectations for a lot of like. And I find that too. Like I like sometimes you'll find people like if they don't have the story doesn't end the way they want to, it's like the end of the world, you know. You flatter you. I'll still remember what you owe me. Don't worry. I'll get in touch if I have news.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
If you would be so kind.
He disappeared.
Oh my god. What happened? Another spontaneous combustion?
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best.
Hopefully it's not a spontaneous combustion. That was like that kid's tiny.
But it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Shirling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
Right, okay.
True. The key words that got Adler thinking were energy, life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence?
So we're thinking that's the way it's connected?
We need to investigate this.
At least to make sure people are okay as well. I need your help. Oh, Don Hong! Oh my god! What is it? About Duke Inferno? Ifrit? From the Annihilation Gang? It's best not to get involved with him. Oh my god, if Don Hong is saying that to us, again, by the way, very straightforward, not wanting us to get hurt at all. The space station is in trouble. It's met with some trouble and it has something to do with him. Arlen will fill you in the details. I want to know more about him. I'm just away from... Oh my god, Don, I love you so much. I love you so much. You be careful yourself, and if the situation changes, notify us. Oh. Right? Like, he's gonna contact us with information, but he makes sure to say, Stella, you be careful yourself. And if anything changes, notify us. Like, you know with the Astro Express, if Stella's in trouble, is gonna rush in here. You know they are. Oh my god. Trying to get an episode of Wen Shilin. Guys, this is like such a like crazy like quest, and the feeling I have here, like I feel so much anxiety like doing this, right? That something bad is gonna happen. But I guess that's what they want you to feel. That's how everyone else, the characters, is feeling too. You Wen Shilin?
That jerk.
Oh my god, adorable.
Jerk. Fine. Disappear. I don't ever want to see your face again.
What got you so upset?
Oh, it's you. It's Adler. Adler disappeared.
So this is definitely something that has upset them, 100%.
He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities.
Yeah.
He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
We'll get him back. Yeah, we'll get him back.
Who said I want him
You
back?
do want him back, you're crying here.
But if you want to find him, He was reading this booklet the last time I saw him.
Oh my god, what does the booklet say? What does it say?
I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
A new message from Pamela? Yo, hey. You got something? Yeah, but it's not what you'd expect. Go on. These victims and their interpersonal relationships don't seem to have any overlap, but they all have posted pretty extreme comments against the management on the dark web and have large numbers of supporters. Wait. So pretty extreme. I know the result will bring a lot of things to mind, but regrettably, it's the truth. Thanks. Wait, so they were writing very extreme stuff on like the dark web about management.
Your countenance suggests tragedy.
Recount Pamela's findings? What does Dr. Ratio think about this?
So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece?
I said before as well, by the way, I said it earlier on about like what I think about Dr. Ratio. Like he is more sharp and curt, and he's like kind of snarky, and he like is very like, you know, in a way pushy as well at the same time too. But again, I don't think of it as the way like, oh, he has any malice or like I think he's a bad person or anything like that. In fact, I actually think that like having a person with us in this type of crisis is probably good to have around. Like, you know, the person that's going to like try to get things done. Because he seems like the type of character that's like, let's get things done. Let's get things done. And while like, you know, there's always going to be times where I will not always clash with a character like that in a good way or like mesh with a character in a good way like that, it's sometimes good to have a character that will like push you through things, I feel like, as well.
I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information.
So pretty.
It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Scrooge.
Sure thing. Oh, my boy, how are you? I think, oh no, I think we only scratched the surface on this Ifrit. What happened? The fire demons of Fatora are ferocious and cruel by nature, but Ifrit easily rose to the position of clan leader. And even knowing the fire demons, his flames belongs to a special category. What do you mean? Like the same way that ice has a special category for Jingliu? That's terrifying. In many very vicious incidents instigated by Everflame Mansion, I found similar eyewitness reports claiming that the miscreants materialized from the Inferno. I expect that Ifrit's flame may have inherited some ability other than the burning that was related to his origin. I've heard the flame with similar properties that was difficult to capture because it's kept shifting between phases. The phase flame? There's not much information about it, only one line that catches the eye. Burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flames behind. Ifrit perhaps is one of the descendants. Is it the phase flame shifting between phases? That's all I have. Don't worry about it. The number of later records is limited, but I'm not sure if that was helpful enough. So his fire is different. It has like, it's like, maybe it's to do with the phase flame. That's good. Oh my god, Dog, thank you so much. Oh my god. So it wasn't freeze, it was phase. It wasn't freeze. It was a phase. Hold on a second. Data bank time. Where's the data bank again? It should be in terms, right? Phase flame? Or maybe it's not even here. Maybe it's, or someone pointed out later. Phase flame, phase flame. Oh, these are good to read as well, I guess, but maybe it's not here. Possibly. Relics, is that something we can read? No, that's not it. Factions, lycones, eons, terms. We won't look into characters. But is phase flame not here? I thought it'd be here. Just so we can read more on it, right? We've heard about it before as well. We heard about it in this quest, but like, you know, it's always good to like read up as much as possible. mean, I know people probably like, oh, it's actually here. But yeah, we heard about it in this quest. We've heard about it before this too. We know that it was being used by Ruin May, right? We're going back to Seclusion Zone? Interesting. Ruin May's creation just standing there as well. We have to go this way, do we? Or maybe go up around here? Because oh no, I know what to do. Yeah. It's crazy that we're back. Oh my god, look at all these little guys. I'll never love again. Oh my god. Oh, hello. We got a weakness here as well. This whole quest is making me nervous. It really is.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Tedious.
I guess we just go for it. There's not really. Well, I'm guessing the ones that can duplicate, we definitely should like, be damaging first, right?
Step out of it. I'll see you off. Where's the applause?
Where's the applause? Where is my applause? Right here. Always, Luca. Always. Luca's gorgeous. Luca's so pretty. And you all know it too. Even the insects know he's cute. Even the big bugs know he's cute. Buzz, buzz, buzz. That means he's gorgeous.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Lovely stuff. We can activate this and do a blast at the same time. I guess, yeah, let's go for this.
In lunar flame.
Lovely stuff. We don't have to, I know we don't have to fight every battle, but I wanted to get the Numby, of course. Like, not that, I know it's not Numby, but you know. Oh, we're back here.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
So people are sharing this like crazy, right?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble.
It's some scary stuff, it is.
We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore.
Oh, so we're going again.
First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information. The next angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that discussion.
So should we actually do this first, the discussion?
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery drew the enemy's attention?
That's what I was thinking for a second there, right?
Indeed. And I already know what he found. First, Adler's disappearance.
And we can discuss this.
The next angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that discussion may be.
I love that like he has like a bit of charm to him as well, Dr. Ratio, sometimes, you know?
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no common.
Is it that they all they all wrote stuff online?
However, after browsing through their online records, you discovered they all wield influence on the space station's dark web. Lady Asta must know what this means. The next angle is what the victims have in last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion.
I actually love the way they're doing this.
You probably already know about this. The fire demon of Fatora, the Duke of the Annihilation Gang. There is another secret with Ifrit.
It's the flame that he uses, right? So we have okay. So let's go back to the start so we can start from the start, right?
Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
The booklet is about... Maybe this here?
I understand.
Tenuous.
Oh, so it's the second one. Sorry, I'm always. Sometimes I'm just like, is this the one we have to use here? No, sorry, it's the booklet.
He must have come across some vital.
No. Wait.
Tenuous connection first. Adler's disappearance.
Maybe we don't have to do it on every one of them. I was thinking every one of them.
Across some vital information.
Oh yeah. Okay, maybe this is it. Okay, we don't have to do it in every one of them. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking we have to do every one of them. That means we can go to the last one.
Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion.
There we go. Yeah. I thought we had to do it every single one.
Arrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testify to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno.
Miscreants?
The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion. Look, the answer is right there.
He is very smart, isn't he?
This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind.
Is this the phase flame that we were talking about earlier? Is it?
It's the phase flame, the creation of member number 29, Sir Kal. She was an amazing genius, intelligent, kind, and humble. However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. Such a pity.
So she didn't have a long life at all.
The phase flame shifted into a different phase as soon as it was created. When it returned to this phase, Sir Kal had already passed away. It then continued to shift through phases, making its capture impossible.
This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions.
So what's the next one here?
Kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from.
So he spawned from the phase flame. That is okay. Discuss.
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the phase flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. Herta kept it and lent it to Ron May for her research, but the kindling was lost in the process.
So we heard about this as well, right? This is what we were talking about. The kindling of the flame was lost in the process of this. Okay.
If Ifrit is a scion of the phase flame, then the entire incident is now clear as day.
The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
This is so interesting to have all this connected to the last mission as well.
I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. Undoubtedly, the curio Herta asked to find was the phase flame.
So it wasn't just a heliobi; it was actually the phase flame itself that was what she wanted to find.
Life forms.
Holy, it's a little bit complicated, right?
I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
Okay, that's it. Okay, legitimately, guys, I do apologize.
Said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared.
Yeah, I literally had to go away for a bit and come back. It was just it was only 10 minutes, but it definitely took me out of whack. Not that I'm always good at this stuff anyway. You know what I mean?
I believe this word was actually phase.
Yes, I was thinking that too.
Number 29 Sir Kal's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed.
So we're thinking that because of the taking their power from the phase flame, They're able to like teleport into different places. They're not exactly able to do phase shifting yet. Okay.
That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion.
Oh my god.
The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved.
Moved to where? So wait, do we think that the researchers were then like part of the Annihilation gang, maybe?
The victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear.
Because like, if they were all writing stuff negatively against the station, and they all disappeared. Now maybe I'm just like doing like I'm reading too much into it, but I don't know.
And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester.
He is creating chaos.
Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack.
It's all lining up, yeah.
Push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom.
And that it makes sense what Dr. Ratio is saying, because it is like this thing where it's like if you know there's already like a little bit, and maybe as well they got the idea from hearing people's posts about this, like how they don't trust Asta, and then it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, now we can use this. We know people already have a lack of trust. If we start to make it even more terrifying, and in the last time a puppet gets attacked, and then we make the announcement, it's going to make all trust, like, you know, on unrest, like, grow.
The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone
oh my
god,
god.
I need say no more.
So I was thinking it was because they were part of the Annihilation gang for a second. No, I think it's because if anyone looked into it, they'd be like, oh, the space station's getting rid of people who disagree with them. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so it's almost like perfect propaganda to use here.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
And it makes it seem like the space station is getting rid of people.
We're running out of time.
Dr. Ratio puts a big emphasis on time here as well. Holy hell. What on earth is this? The missing researchers are all opinion leaders on the space station dark web. Holy, oh, they found it out. Holy moly, you know, stuff that even the security department is aware of. I just got the file from the next door. It sounds far-fetched, but on the off chance that it's true, I smell a conspiracy. They staged the whole missing thing to get rid of the center. Stop it. That's such a brilliant plot. Justice may come late, but it will be served. The management must step down. The management must step down. If that's really the case, doesn't it mean this chat group is in grave danger? Oh my god, they just all got very scared as well. It's creating that distrust. For sure.
This...
Yeah.
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
One more spark. And like, honestly, like, you know, two very smart dudes here figured this out as well.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, this is really scary.
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Wait, so they're gonna make sure there's no look at the facial expression change. He's gonna make sure that Asta can't give any excuses.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
What? What the hell are you doing? He phased her.
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger.
But still, that's terrifying. I'd be so scared.
Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space
Right, and like, but I think that they're looking at things from a very logical perspective, right? Because I feel like that's what their personalities are in a way, where it's like, well, think about this in the normal way, right? Nothing's gonna happen. Like, they just like got sent somewhere else. Even with that, though, it is like very invasive and horrible to like be transported somewhere. It's probably very terrifying. But again, they're thinking of things from like a very logical standpoint, I guess.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say?
Is that him?
The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way.
The voice acting.
Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
Oh my freaking god. This is so equal parts amazing, equal parts terrifying. I'm like actually in love with this quest, what they've done with this.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station.
Sure. you do all that, Screwlub. Thank you.
Mr. Ratio, please go with Miss Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Miss Trailblazer. Honestly, like, again, this is what I'm saying, like, as much as like they are like so not good at like talking to people sometimes, as much as like Dr. Ratio can come off as snarky and rude 100%, when he said like go with Dr. Ratio, for some reason I feel like I'm in like capable hands. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's go, you know, please. Oh my god! The Infernal Flame is also form of energy life for the image device to pick up its trace. Follow it. We get to play as Dr. Ratio.
Infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it.
Oh my god, well, we're not gonna avoid not getting a look at him here. Someone told me how to zoom in here. I forgot how to do it, I'll be honest, guys. Sorry about that. It's been weeks since someone told me how to do it, since like the Lune. But oh my lord. No, he's a really pretty character. Really pretty. Look at that outfit. I don't know, I want to make it clear, like, when I say, like, he's snarky and, like, sometimes rude, I don't want to make it seem like I hate Dr. Ratio. Because I think, like, you know, you guys understand it, but sometimes on the internet, like, you can be like, because, like, for example, I'm playing Last Defense Academy. There's a character called Gaku who sometimes speaks before he thinks, and I always say that all the time. But he's still one of my favorite characters, and still someone I like. I think Dr. Ratio, like, intentionally, in terms of the writing, is a character who's supposed to be a bit snarky, very forward, and hard to deal with, and a little bit prickly, right? That's his character. That doesn't mean, like, despise Dr. Ratio, you know? I love that legitimately, like, it was like, the thing that, like, made me realize it could be Dr. Ratio was, like, the arm. I was like, yeah, that's Dr. Ratio. Impair?
For the fear of the mediocre.
The fear of the mediocre? Slap. Okay, for their move to slap you with a book is hilarious. Now, I would have, like, rather have, Locha here with us, probably, but hey, look, this is the team we have. Whoa. I guess we're going in here?
The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire.
Folded spaces result in some from spatial distortion during the spread of the infernal fire. Trying to pass through it may result in a drift of spatial coordinates, which you transport to somewhere unexpected. The folded space that the space station uses to counter escape curios, it can effectively cut off space to hinder standard travel. Okay, so it's just cut off escape curios. Okay.
See, it's still in the space station. Like Screwlum said, it cannot escape from here.
Oh, I thought this was like Dr. Ratio.
Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
Okay, I mean, again, I feel like I'm in capable hands here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to argue. I wonder, is there a way to, like... Oh, there is. We can do our team lineup. Oh, yeah, we can change it to Locha if you want. No offense to Luca. You know I love Luca more than life itself, but having a... Unless Dr. Ratio is a healer as well.
An enemy worthy of your attention is a formidable enemy.
In fact, let's see here. Stunner. Absolute stunner, right? Absolute stunner. I love the hair so much. So, in terms of abilities... Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. Okay. Yep. I'm not reading the full abilities, but that's what I was doing. I was just trying to see if they were a healer, and then we'll just kind of learn on the job. I'm excited about this, man. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Hey, you! Hey, you! Infernal Flame.
Fire is dying. This place is strange.
It's like it's a place for containment for sure.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
So we have to keep following it? Again, capable hands. You know what I mean? If Dr. Ratio wants to carry me as well, we're not going to argue. You know? Through here? Wait, how do we have to defeat an enemy to go through here? Possibly. Let's check it. Maybe. Oh, okay, he's just standing there. Thinking.
Answer me. 0 points.
Yeah, I remember these moves right from when we had the, it was in a trial, right?
You'll pay for this. The time is now.
Let's go again, Ratio.
Your strength.
I'm asking the questions.
We're asking the questions here. Yeah, I remember those moves from a trial for sure. How does... We have to go around somehow? Maybe we have to go through here? Interesting. Yeah, it seems like we can go through here. That's what you get, Bug. That's what you get. You're a bug. They call you Bug Buggerson for a reason. They don't call me that. They all do. All of them down at the police precinct. I heard them. They all called you Bug Buggerson. But I never even get arrested. How they know about me? Because they know you're a former cop, Bug Buggerson.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
And we all know. We all know Bug Buggerson. We know you're an undercover cop,
to
actually.
Guard and defend.
Bug Buggerson.
Crush them.
How'd you guys know? Honestly, I didn't. But you just told me. Oh, what a twist. What a twist. You're right. You just got. Honestly, if we're being honest here, you just got. What a sad day for you, Bug Buggerson. Undercover cop. Don't ever show your face around here again.
Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth.
Look at this. With the ratio like, and the angles. Nah, he's very cute. I feel if I don't mention a cute character's cute, every 10 minutes I'll die. I feel like if I don't say it, I will perish.
Will return.
I will cease to exist. Let's just avoid this fight over here. Whoa, what? You were not at the angle I was at. Homing bugs here. Oh, if it isn't the brother of Bug Buggerson. Stinky head. That's me. Do you hear my brother was an undercover cop? Yeah, we heard about it. We got rid of him. You got rid of him? Yeah, we got rid of him.
Lend me your strength.
What is that? What is... Did you kill my... We killed your brother.
Receive divinity.
Oh. That makes sense, actually. What do you mean it makes sense? Because when we were all talking about what we were going to do for the weekend, he said, I'm going to die. I'm so sorry. I need to stop forever. I need to cease this forever.
Nothing may. Eternals that dead
return.
Lovely stuff. Dr. Ratio is fun, right? He's very fun to use. We're back here again.
Why? This has nothing to do with.
It's everything to do with us.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
That's what interests me, like, when someone's like, it's nothing to do with you. It's like, yeah, we don't want people to, like, you know, like, you're still doing bad things, buddy. You know? It's none of your business. Okay.
Let's wait.
I should have activated this first.
Show your courage.
For the theater of the mediocre. Repay. Nothing major.
Like, this is the crime you can't overlook, right? You know? What they're doing now. I should have used it and moved there. Like, it's different if, like, if Duke Inferno was, like, robbing from, like a big, gigantic chain store, I'm gonna be like, okay, I won't say anything, you know what I mean? Rob whatever you want, none of my business, you know? But this is different, you know? Human, this is none of your concern. Man, we're trying to find the exact right location here. Maybe touch. We end up back here. This is very weird. It's a maze of some sort. Oh, he's here. Hello.
What is your goal?
Seems like this chase is about to end.
And Dr. Ratio generally seems to enjoy, like, you know, this type of thing where, like, he has, like, someone cornered, I think, as well, you know? Which, again, like, they're not good people, so he can enjoy it all he wants. Like, I'm not gonna judge him, you know?
Show your courage.
Let's wait and see.
You never know when there could be a boss coming up. But there's enemies everywhere as well, but, like, you know, you never know when there could be a boss. This is where we met the little guy, wasn't it? Gray Bean Paste? The greatest character in the history of video games, actually. I think they voted on that. I think they actually did a scientific study of who the greatest character of all time was. And NASA did it, and they found out it was Gray Bean Paste.
It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet.
What do you mean?
It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now.
So he's saying that, like, I underestimated you, basically, and it's no wonder the Legion weren't able to accomplish what they tried to accomplish here as well, because, like, and he has no choice but to acknowledge that, like, maybe he could have been wrong to, like, try and do this because he didn't think that we were this strong, I guess.
But next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire.
So it's... Okay, he doesn't have any more.
No. Hold on.
Oh, if Dr. Ratio was saying that... Wait, what are we doing? What do we do? Why is every scene in this freaking quest so scary? Oh my god. Oh, wait, is that Mars struck as well? No, they're just beasts.
Of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
Actually pretty crazy that, like, because again, like, he's such a calm and collected character. I adored pieces, how he's, like, so calm and collected, right? But, like, that's what makes it so scary that when he was like, oh no, it's like, no, like, something terrifying is happening here, for sure, you know?
Lend me your strength.
Love this tune.
Stand down.
Bloom.
Save it for your own skin.
Save your Jinglies, do not heal me.
Sleep, the dead return.
There's the follow-up attacks. I remember the follow-up attacks because I was like, there was something that made me want to have Dr. Ratio. And it has to be like the follow-up attacks, right? For sure.
Lend me your strength.
Oh, you're done now. We might, if this is a second phase battle, we might as well wait till the next phase to do the actual ability itself, but still. There's the fall attack as well again. No one to restore, so let's just attack.
Try harder.
Your answers? A test. So this is the extent.
We should have done the one first.
From the infernal. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
In lunar flame.
So what Dr. Primitive said about the these miscreants was that they're basically the equivalent of like a child who deliberately breaks a vase. That's what he said, right? So he's saying like, oh, this is true. Like he's like, it's so true here.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
You see what I mean? Like we're very lucky to have someone on the team who is like so focused and so forward thinking on the goal, right, all the time. And I feel like that is Dr. Ratio in this sense.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Lend me your strength. Nowhere to run.
I think it's for the best, right? Get those follow-up attacks. Lovely bit of damage happening here, right? Are you okay, Locha?
Bloom. Receive divinity. Not bad. Pay. 5 points. Eternal
5 points?
sleep is the
He scored Locha? Look at that. The follow-up attack is so good. That's why I wanted him. I remember there was some reason I wanted him at the time. There she is. Oh my god. Catching her midair. Stellar hero. That was really, really cool. This whole quest has been incredible. It really has.
Good work. You did very well.
How is Asta? Well, hearing Skrullum say we did well is always a very nice thing, right? For sure.
Rest assured, Asta only had a fright.
Okay.
She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
Okay, fantastic. I literally thought they were going to be part of the Annihilation gang, but they went the other way with that. How did you find them?
It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine.
You would be terrified, right? Is it over?
Yes, it is over.
Why do I feel like you didn't do much? I feel like you didn't do much.
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, Madam.
That has to feel good though, right? And I know like we don't have to value the station in that way, right? Oh, they think we're amazing, right? But like it is nice to hear like, hey, Madam Herta wasn't here. Thank God we had Stell, right? And Dr. Ratio. I think that is fantastic to hear.
But there is one mystery that remains unsolved.
Which is?
And that is something I must deal with myself.
Which is this? Have you heard? Lead researcher Asta was attacked too. The Duke Inferno, devious, conniving. Psyops on the masses have always been the most terrifying kind of attack. Indeed, it seems like the Annihilation Gang isn't just about mindless violence as the rumor suggests. If the lead researcher wasn't rescued in the end, we'd all be in deep, deep trouble. Not necessarily. Maybe she'd be the one who orchestrated. No. Mastermind this elaborate ruse by deliberately harming herself to earn some sympathy points. That line of thought does have some merit. Oh, shut up. Enough already. It's ridiculous. Is that really worth it? All the hassle just to palliate a few keyboard warriors? Exactly. You think you're more important than you are. True that. Speaking of which, where's that very first rabble-rouser, Rich Know It? All right, he was real righteous sounding when he invited me into the group. Let me see. Oh, the guy left the group out making noise. Of course they did. It happened. Oh. Kind of cute, right? Wait, what did they see? Oh.
been waiting.
Wait, what? Dr. Ratio was the phase flame?
This incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to.
Oh my god.
Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
He's like, worry about that instead.
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
Wait, what? What?
When did you start to doubt
What has
me?
happened here?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief.
That's something that Dr. Ratio sounds like he would say.
I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
What are you talking about?
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But to explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
Are they saying this was orchestrated by Ratio?
For curiosity's sake, affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Okay.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack.
Yes.
Which never aligned
So he
with
did.
the annihilation gang's modus operandi.
Wait, so he did this to get the phase flame? Is that it?
Logic, a third party saved them.
Oh, okay.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste.
Could you just guys
floating past the windows here?
Could two of you just look directly at the camera and explain what you're saying, to me?
You are more candid than I calculated.
So he's more open, I guess. So I guess. So is he saying that it was Ratio that saved them? Is that what he's saying?
But still behaving within your calculations, no?
There was a bit of disdain in that voice there, wasn't there?
One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why?
Oh, turning it around on him as well.
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar.
So is he saying that he has he's more caring than he first thinks?
And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
Like a challenge of some kind, I'm guessing?
The ruler of planet
Oh my
Screwlum
god.
is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as
Ivory
other
tower.
geniuses. You still got one thing wrong.
What is
To
that?
stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk
my
alone,
god.
enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs.
The disdain here in his voice talking about this way. He talked about the idea of an ivory tower as well. So do the Genius Society look down on people in his eyes?
But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living.
Listen to his voice.
It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up.
Wow. So it's the idea of people making their own way in life, I guess, or trying to do stuff for themselves, work for themselves, do something for themselves.
I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles.
Oh.
Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild.
The Intelligentsia Guild.
Devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
Oh, wow. There is a disdain there as well in his voice, but the way he said, like, ivory tower, and he talked about the idea of, like, even, like, a life, like, that has failures and is worth living as well. I have to believe that it is, like, a disdain towards the people of the Genius Society, where he did what they're saying is I could be wrong. What he did here was he not created the scenario, but he used the scenario itself to like save people's lives, so it wasn't actually that damaging of what the Annihilation Gang was like doing, because it wasn't their modus operandi. But it seems like he wanted them to like pick themselves up and kind of like figure this out for themselves in some way. Like he believes that like people, even if they're like quote unquote like mediocre, or they're not like pure, like they don't have the intelligence of a genius, they should be able to like do something for themselves, I guess. Is that what we're getting at here?
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
He believes they rely on them too much, I guess.
Only laying out my questions. As for the answers,
wow,
they'll find them themselves.
He's like, hey, you fight this for yourself. You fight the answers for yourself. He wants them to figure things out for themselves. That's what he was saying about like the ivory tower. They look down on people. He feels that they look down on people. Yeah.
Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit.
Yeah.
And it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
Yeah, no, what he's saying is that for sure that he's saying that it's like they have to like figure things out for themselves, to pull themselves up like by themselves, not rely on the geniuses too much. So that's why he like helped, I guess like he saved everyone's lives, but still made them figure out the situation for themselves. There is a disdain for sure, right, for the geniuses, 100%. There is such a disdain here.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
This is a lot.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it.
The spark?
It is also a lesson I left.
A lesson? Is he saying that like the spark of like starting this whole thing? Or the feeling that more of a feeling. Is that what we're saying? Like it's not like a literal spark. Like it's like the idea that they can think for themselves, they can do stuff for themselves. To maybe rely on themselves and their own thought, even though it's scary.
With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today.
What?
A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just...
What a shot!
Mediocre minds.
And that's it. He's using the flame to freaking teleport out as well. And a small part of the flame still left with Skrullum? What? Oh my god, what? Okay, Dr. Rachel's gonna be on the ship now. Okay. The ending there, my interpretation of it is that... Okay, and again, please always correct me if I'm getting this wrong. Or like if it's... Obviously, if it's been confirmed later on and we don't know at this point, obviously don't correct me in that way. But, what I'm getting from this is that there was a plan from the Duke Inferno to do something to the people of this ship, but Dr. Ratio used this as a way to make the people, like researchers and all these people on the ship, to not rely on geniuses, or like to like have their own, it seems like to have their own, like, you know, he said like it's a rite of passage. It's like even if you have like negative thoughts, it's something that will lead to something like a new awakening. So I wonder if he, like, in his own mind, he wants the people of this ship to no longer be mediocre and to not rely on geniuses too much. So I think that what happened here is that he didn't cause, like, he wasn't the initial cause of the Duke Inferno thing, but maybe he saw it as an opportunity. He saved people's lives, it seems, like with the teleportation thing. Because he obviously didn't want people to die, but he used all of that situation there as a way to, like, I don't know, he said he left a spark behind, so I wonder if that spark is this feeling of, like, I don't know, it seems like it's like we have to, like, find our own path, like, not to do with the geniuses, possibly? Okay, so, one thing I definitely would, like, misinterpreted, and I think, like, it didn't affect the video that much anyway, because I still think he's a genius, the character of Dr. Ratio, but he's a genius in, like, a different way. But it seems like he has, like, a lot of disdain for the Genius Society. Now, when he said he was a part of the Intelligentsia Guild, the first time I definitely, like missed it just because I was like, oh my god, it's the new character, this is amazing, you know, and I was, like, so, like, into it and stuff, I guess. But I think that, I thought that, like, the guild, when he mentioned it later, was, like, a part of, like, a faction of this. Again, we can definitely look all that stuff up as well in the databank at some point as well. But I think that it's actually not, like, it's a separate thing altogether, right? 100%. And really that was, like, just a thing where, like, you know, you're going to misinterpret some stuff, you will, and that's fine. That's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen at some point. But I did think that this was, like, a really, really cool quest. But yeah, I misinterpreted that thing. I thought he was a part of the Genius Society at one point, but then obviously, like, I thought it was like a self-hatred. I thought it was like a really, like, oh my god, he really hates the Genius Society. But it was like a self-hatred in some way, shape, or form. I still think he's a genius, but just, like, in a different way. But it seems like Dr. Ratio, like, they said, like, he was a healer rather than a scholar. So, like, I wonder if that means, like, he'll choose compassion first in some way. He knew of the plan of the Annihilation Gang, and I guess he used it as a chance to, like, help the researchers realize, like, what happened for themselves. Like, all the researchers were kind of figuring this out for themselves and, like, not relying too much on the idea of, like, the geniuses to figure this out for them. And in a way, it was the researchers kind of solving this along with Stell as well at the same time, too. Now, of course, we had Skrullum helping, too, but I feel like it was more like Dr. Ratio was, like, pushing everything along and pushing everything together. And it seems as well like Skrullum found this out because, like, it was against what the Annihilation Gang would do. Like they were getting teleported instead of killed, which the Annihilation Gang would have 100% just murdered these people, which is not what they would usually do. They're evil people, they really are. But he was a part of, like, he was sent here, like, I'm sorry that my mind is a little bit jumbled because it was a crazy quest, but it was a really cool quest as well. But yeah, like, I thought he was a part of the Genius Society, but he actually, like, was, like, opposing it, and he was using this ability, I guess, like, with the phase flame to teleport people out of the place, so, like, they would still be saved, but at the same time, like, there would be enough danger that they could figure out, like, how they could solve this problem by themselves at the same time, too. He came from the Intelligence Guild because they were, like, impartial. Like, they wouldn't actually cause an issue, I guess, like, and cause any more issues, I guess, as well, which is why they brought him in here at the same time, too. But you can see his disdain towards the geniuses at the end. Like, he definitely has a disdain towards the geniuses. It says they're an ivory tower, which means you're looking down at everybody, like, and they think they're better than they actually are, which means he's always had some sort of, like, disdain for the geniuses in some way. But, like, he himself is, like, I think he's a genius, right? He definitely is a genius, but he's just not the genius in maybe the same way the Genius Society is as well. But he definitely has, like, a disdain for them. He wants people to not rely on the geniuses anymore. That's what he wants. He created this whole plan. He sowed seeds of doubts. He left behind a spark, and I think that spark is the spark of, like, people thinking for themselves. That's what he wanted to leave behind, was, like, this whole thing of, like, now people will be able to think for themselves, which is a very interesting way of doing it. But then again, like, I think it fits his character of someone who is very curt and straightforward. He's not going to think about, like, oh, like, I worry about, like, people's feelings in this sense. He wants people to, like, go against the Genius Society in that way, it seems like. Even at the end there, like, the way he was talking to Skrullum, he was, like, through his teeth, like, your ivory tower. Like, he was so frustrated with Skrullum, and, like, it feels like it's pent up frustration for a while at that stage as well. He has, like, a massive disdain for them in some way as well. But yeah, that's why he wants to, like, I guess, have people think for themselves, because he truly believes that even if you're living a life where you have, like, failures and you're not as, like, perfect as these geniuses are, you still deserve, like, an important life. And to get that as a rite of passage, he said, you have to pull yourself up. You have to figure things out for yourself. You have to be down in the dumps and be able to figure things out for yourself at some point. And that's what it kind of led to in that sequence there as well, is that he wanted people to kind of figure that out for himself, which is a crazy reveal at the end anyway, you know. But he believes it is, like, you know, that people who are quote unquote mediocre have to, like, at some point deal with a problem amongst themselves and think about a problem themselves. And in that moment, they will definitely get better and smarter and more capable and not have to rely on who he believes is someone not to rely on, which is the geniuses who look down upon everyone in his eyes too. So that's why he did all this thing. That's why he devised this plan. And it's actually very interesting, like, how he did this as well, because, like, it was like, there was, like, disdain, there was worry left behind already on the station towards Herta. There was people who didn't fully trust, like, the station itself. There was, like, people going missing who were all, like, going against what the station was saying as well. Like, there was so many different, like, seeds planted there that would make people, like, think, like, oh God, what's happening here? Can we truly rely on, like, the geniuses anymore? And I guess that's, like, in the end, what, like, Dr. Ratio wanted, because he didn't, like, set the Annihilation Gang on people. Like, that's not what happened, I don't think. Like, what happened was the Annihilation Gang was already doing something, and he stepped in. And I think that's what, like, the Flame Dad was saying, like, next time I'll realize, like, I was, like, a bit silly, because he probably didn't realize that Dr. Ratio was doing this stuff behind the scenes as well. And in that, we actually learned about the gang that follows the nuke, which is, like, led by Duke Inferno. He's a part of it anyway. And apparently he's, like, super evil, terrifying. Even amongst all the other evil and terrifying people, he's, like, super, super terrifying. And he was kind of, like, responsible for, like, a lot of this stuff happening. But then, obviously, Dr. Ratio stepped in and kind of made everything separate. They said it was, like, a splinter of the primordial flame, of the phase flame. And that's why he can only, like, teleport people at the time. And at least that's what Dr. Ratio is making people think anyway, that, like, oh, they can only teleport people because it's only a part of the power. But in reality, Dr. Ratio was, like, making sure people don't die and saving people from that sense as well, which, again, a very interesting character trait as well. And then, yeah, the spark left behind was, like, so people could start questioning everything, which that's Ratio's whole philosophy. Dr. Ratio's philosophy is questioning things. It's, if something can be not true, he wants to make sure that it is true. And sometimes questioning things can seem like, you know, you're just not believing stuff. But in a way, I think the way Ratio does it, he wants to make sure it is true. He wants to find out the absolute truth of a situation and if it actually is true. And I feel like that's what he was getting at here. You know, is the idea that, is this true? Is this actually like a true thing? It wasn't a situation where he was like, where like he's just annoyingly disbelieving everything. He wants to give everything doubt so he can truly find out the truth of every single situation. And he wants people to do that too. He wants to put doubt in people's head, put that spark of doubt, so they can also question all this stuff as well. The introduction to Dr. Ratio as well in the story too, I found to be really great. Like, having him play chess with himself, by the way, was like he was playing 4D chess the whole time. Having him, like, even, like, introduced to Stell in the last part of the quest, where he was like, if needs be, I'll step in. Which, that again, that's what happened here. He's gonna let Stell figure it out for himself, but if needs be, he will step in. So it's like he's not gonna let people, like, die and suffer, but he does want people to figure stuff out for himself, so he will step in if needed to. Yeah, the introduction with the Alabaster Head was incredible. I think the reason I got confused about thinking he was part of the Genius Society was because, like, I think he called himself a genius, but I think he was being maybe sarcastic about Skrullum, like, oh, in the presence of a genius, you know? So I thought he was talking about himself, but I think in reality he was probably being a bit sarcastic about Skrullum. But a great introduction to a character. Fantastic introduction. He was very curt and snarky, but we like snarky characters. He's a pretty character as well. But he really got across this idea of a character who is, I think, compassionate in some way. He is bitter about the Genius Society. He's someone who is incredibly intelligent and incredibly smart. He's someone who, like, has, like, when he wants to do something, he does it, and he has a plan and efficiently does it. Like, that's something that who he is. He will try to efficiently do it as much as possible. He is that type of person. And I think that bitterness, by the way, comes from years of experience with dealing with the Genius Society probably as well, and all this stuff too. So I'm not going to be like, oh, you're like, I think sometimes people see bitter as a bad thing, but I think it's a character trait that's very interesting. He's maybe not even bitter, but there's just staying there for the Genius Society. You can hear that there too. I enjoyed my journey with him. I enjoyed going through this world with him, like his worldview, his perspective, questioning everything. As I said, in a crisis like this, having someone who, like, is very, like, I know he could have, like, solved it, he probably could have solved it much earlier, but he wanted everyone else to solve it, you know, I know there's that too, but I think, like, you know, a very interesting character who I think is probably gonna have to come back up later on again, because he's definitely, like, probably, like, important to, like, this story too, like, if they've introduced him like this and then he's gone away again as well. But I love this idea where it's like, even someone with the, like, most quote unquote mediocre life or a failure of a life or something like this deserves a happy life, deserves to have a good life. And the way to do that is to go beyond the shackles of, like, relying on other people all the time and truly make your own way in life as well. And I know he's not saying, like, don't ever have friends. He's saying, like, you know, yes, the geniuses are geniuses, but spending your whole life relying on them is just going to end up you just not being able to do anything for yourself. And that seems to be, like, a big part of his disdain as well for those for the Genius Society. Yeah, as a character, as I said, he's smart, intelligent, he's really beautiful, a really interesting character to be around. I want to talk to him even more. He has a lot of bitterness and he has a disdain for the Genius Society. A very layered and interesting character. His introduction was fantastic. Really cool stuff. This quest is really cool too. And as usual, we're going to read this as well, because after every single time we do something like this, we generally try to like read this stuff as well afterwards. So we're going to read this. It says, the universe is vast and knowledge is universal. Both the genius and the mediocre have their own way of living. How I joined the Genius Society became enlightened by Herta. Only the cream of the crop can become members of the Genius Society, but the Intelligentsia Guild wastes not. The Guild is willing to accept all beings from the infinite universe who seek to learn, as well as providing all that is needed for a full pursuit of knowledge. The Intelligentsia Guild advocates that all knowledge must be circulated like currency. Therefore, although there are different schools that specialize in the different subjects within the Guild, everyone is actively engaged with another with no isolationism. Members trade knowledge for wisdom and formulate it for recipes, seeking to achieve mastery. Each school, like a business that pays for itself, the academic circulation has achieved the maximum efficiency proposed in the economic models. An elder in the Genius Society thought the Intelligentsia Guild as a laughingstock. However, as an open academic organization, the Intelligentsia Guild was above such mockery. After a long period of research and exploration, its members would have reached a consensus that the only way to transcend the limitations of individual is to have an academic network of mutual learning. So this is really cool. This is kind of like in line with kind of like Dr. Ratio's feelings as well, where it's like the Genius Guild like lauds this idea of like we're the smartest over everyone, and like we're the smart ones, like we're the enlightened, all this stuff as well. But the Guild actually thinks of it as the more you share wisdom, the more like people have like advantages. The closer they get to mastery and stuff, I guess, as well. And like that circulation of knowledge means there's no like real hierarchy of knowledge. It means everyone's sharing that information with each other as well. And it's the idea as well up here as well, like they said as well, the universe is vast, knowledge is universal, but both the genius and mediocre have their own way of living. And it's like, yeah, it's like just because they're different doesn't mean like they're any way better or worse. But they don't even care to like, but I guess, and usually they don't care, but obviously like I think there's some disdain, and that's probably where the disdain comes from with the with Dr. Ratio too, where it's like they think they're better. They think we're a laughing stock, you know? But I love the idea of sharing information amongst everybody, you know, that's pretty cool. Then we have the Annihilation Gang. Not all fanatical devotees of the path to destruction are welcomed into the Antimatter Legion. There are murderous species throughout the cosmos obsessed with pillaging and annihilation, but they lack the ability to systematically pursue the will of destruction. The scumbags of Annihilation Gang fantasize about one day serving as pioneers of destruction, but they have no idea about that their current cruelty only incurs Nanook's utter contempt for them. So Nanook's like, I don't even give a damn about these guys. The reasons that the Annihilation Gang's goal behind their thirst for destruction is not pure enough. Chaotic desires are also mixed therein, with some taking pleasure in bloody slaughter, some plundering as an excuse for filthy vengeance, and some relying on endless destruction to calm their internal madness. They claim to be loyal followers of destruction, but never escape the enslavement of their own selfish desires. These marauders roam the stars, dragging everything they touch into a vortex of havoc. They will not abandon their feeble personal ideals, and so must endure the tortures of eternal and spiritual exile. This is what the Skrullum was saying. This gave it away for them. It's like, here's the thing, if I read this, I might give it away too. And if I read this, I might give it away too. But I think that like what this is here is it's saying that like these guys are so horrible and they use Nanook as a name, but they don't actually follow Nanook's teachings, I guess. They fantasize about following Nanook, but honestly, Nanook just has contempt for them in that way too. They seem absolutely horrible. That's what they seem. They seem absolutely horrible, and like they're trying to like, I guess, like follow Nanook, but they can never actually like escape their own selfish desires, escape their want for like all this like vengeance and destruction. They've taken everyone into this vortex wherever they go as well. Pretty crazy stuff. Like they sound horrible. They sound pretty scary, and I love the idea that Nanook is like, these guys suck. You know, these guys definitely suck. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys for supporting this series all the time. And I will say thank you so much to Never Can Repay the Baby Gangster here on Patreon for being so cool. That being, let me get it up here. That being, oh my god, the list isn't here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. Typhar 2, Jamie Bo, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Adusta, Death Trap, Luke Sparky, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, High Kasperian, Jared being with the highest tier of my YouTube, Rollgamer7 and Blasco. I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.